What's up, fam, and welcome to this episode of Rex's Photo Booth Reviews and Tutorials. Very exciting episode for you today. We are going to take a deeper look at the Guac and Chips. No, not the one that you get at the restaurant, the one that makes you money, the photo booth created by the one and only Photo Booth Supply Co. But before we get into it, I need you guys to do me a favor. Go down below, like, comment, and subscribe. Welcome back, and it's my pleasure to introduce to you the founder and the creator of the Guac and Chips, Brandon Wong from Photo Booth Supply Co. He's going to give you a deep and insightful look at the photo booth. Boom.
What's going on, Rex?
What's going on? It's good to see you again. Tell me about the Guac and Chips.
Well, Guac and Chips, we first started off with the salsa photo booth, right? But like all Mexican restaurants, salsa comes included, but the guac is premium.
Always the premium,
it's
baby.
Extra. So that's really what we're talking about here. We took everything we love about salsa and we added a DSLR camera in here. It's actually a mirrorless camera, but DSLR, whatever, all good. And we also have a beautiful flash, and we have the printer here. So why is this important? Why is guac our #1 best-selling product? It is because people want that better image quality and they want the beautiful lighting.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
So if you look at the differences between an iPad front-facing camera and the DSLR with the lighting, it's night and day.
Absolutely.
And me being a photographer for over 10 years now, the key to an amazing picture is always the lighting.
Absolutely.
And the cool thing too about this is when you're taking this into different environments, right? Whether it be a bright area, a dark area, the great thing about this flash is that it's so powerful, it overpowers any sort of ambient lighting, right? So right now we're standing under some skylights, things like that. This is so strong where it can actually completely overpower that. Why is that important, right? So let's just say we're standing, just a quick demo here, right here underneath this. I even told the camera there's probably some raccoon eyes underneath my here. Not very flattering, right? Again, we can turn down the camera settings so much where it's dark, and then the flash will come in and just fill that light up and really create a beautiful look. The other thing this umbrella does too is it really shapes your face. And actually the lighting is kind of perfect if you want to focus on Rex here. Hey, coming from this angle, that light from the skylight in our office is kind of doing the same thing. It's coming in from a higher angle, and it's shaping shadows around Rex's face. And that's actually slimming down. He's a very slim guy already, but slimming his face down even more and creating a very flattering look and highlighting his cheekbones. And that's exactly what the guac does. Maybe you can throw up some sample photos in the video later on, but that's really what it boils down to. And of course, the printing as well. So the printing, something that most people have a common misconception about is, okay, iPad. How do you print from an iPad?
Exactly.
Exactly, it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
So we've created actually custom brains for the guac head and also the chips. So we have a chips brain and a guac brain in here.
Just to clarify for you guys out there, we say Guac and Chips, so this is called the Guac booth, right? So that's the photo booth kiosk, and then the printer kiosk is the one we call the chips.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Yeah. If you caught the earlier video, the office walkthrough, we kind of gave a little bit of explanation, but guac goes with chips, but you can also use chips with our salsa photo booth as well. So the great thing about chips is, first of all, it includes the DNP 620A printer. I think it's the best printer by far. We've tested every other one out there in the market. This is the workhorse. Very rarely breaks on us, extremely robust. They make a ton of them too in case you need a replacement. And there's tons of media available for it as well. From the standard to the, have you tried the glossy, metallic?
Oh, glossy is beautiful, the metallic is beautiful, the pearl is, and it works with all of them.
Yeah,
yeah,
which is great.
Yes.
And there's also different size media as well, 5x7, 6x8s. So really, really cool here. But how do you print wirelessly from the iPad? Well, we actually have the chips brain in here, and it works seamlessly with our Fiesta software, which we also build in-house. So we do the hardware in-house, we do the software in-house. You directly would print from here onto here wirelessly, And I know a lot of people are not a fan of wireless printing because there's one more thing that can go wrong.
Yes.
So we also offered wired printing too, which I can go over when we look at the parts individually. So a really cool thing also is how do you connect the iPad to the DSLR and to the LEDs.
How do you connect the DSLR to the flash, and then how do you make it all talk together?
Exactly. So that's why we also have a Guac brain in here too. So it connects all the peripherals in here into one.
And just to clarify, with other companies, they sell you the shell and then you go and buy your own electronics. But when you buy the Guac and Chips, is it all included? I mean, the beautiful flash and the umbrella, all the cabling, or do you have to go figure it out yourself?
Yeah, that's a great thing. A lot of people think, hey, I could save time, save money by building this myself.
Right.
But the thing is, it's not easy. It's not very straightforward. You have to figure out which camera to buy,
Right.
which flash to buy, which flash modifier to buy. How do I connect the iPad to all these peripherals?
How do you set off the flash?
Which software do I use?
Yeah.
How do I set out the flash? How do
Yeah.
I connect all the electronics? Is this going to be safe for the event? Right? There's so many things that you have to think about and research. And during that time, you could spend months on that, maybe even an entire year.
Right.
Whereas a customer coming in and buying a Guac and Chips right at the bat, they've now just beat you by many months because they can get up and running and start selling this as quickly as possible.
So it's all turnkey. There's nothing
All
else you need to
turnkey.
buy. It ships with the printer, it ships with the paper, it ships with the flash, the camera, the cables, everything.
Everything except for the iPad.
Everything except for the iPad.
Yes.
Okay.
So you only need to supply your own iPad, which is great because you can continue to upgrade the iPad every single year as well if you want to do that. Not super recommended, but if you want to stay the latest and greatest and the fastest, you can definitely do
And
that
which
as well.
iPad size does it fit?
This fits a 12.9-inch iPad.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
All the recent models for sure. But yeah, just going back to that example, because it is very tempting to look at a DIY price of a unit online, but oh, it's so much cheaper. But really, when you start adding in all these components, the printer itself could cost you $1,000. The media alone be another $100, right? The camera MSRP is $600. So if you really compare apples to apples here, a fully built out unit to another fully built out shell plus all the accessories, you're almost looking at pretty similar prices.
Yeah, I'm not trying to build a photo booth. I'm trying to operate a business.
Exactly.
So there's no guessing. I want to buy it and I want it to work out of the box.
I think it's a great thing you brought up too. Like what is your core competency? Like as a photo booth rental company, is it to provide amazing experiences or is it to be an engineer?
Right. I'm an entrepreneur and I want to provide an awesome service so I get hired again. I'm looking for that
100%.
repeat business. I'm not trying to find the cheapest camera. I'll save $200 here, $50 there, and I lost $1,000 gig because my booth wasn't ready, or I got the wrong cable, or I didn't have the right flash. I want to buy it out of the box and go.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something too, there's a lot of things that people don't know about Photo Booth Supply Co, what we offer. So on top of adding a turnkey package, right? We also have our Fiesta software that we design in-house.
Nice.
We also have a customer support team all across the world providing 7-day support. And that's just figuring out how to use your software. So getting it up and running, software, hardware, how do I put this together? How do I use this, right? But then we also have a customer success team, which all their job is to do is help people like you make more money. Right.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Does it come with the stock images so I don't have to go out and take my own portfolio images, or is it actually included in the package as well?
Great question. So when you're starting any sort of business, you need to market it, right? So you can buy the world's greatest photo booth for $1 zillion. This is far from that.
Yeah.
But you need to eventually get your name out there, right?
Yeah.
Build the Instagram, build the website.
I want to put beautiful output, beautiful pictures, and that's something that a lot of photo booth entrepreneurs struggle with.
And that's a great point you bring up. Again, if you buy a shell, do it yourself, build your own photo booth, right? You need to be the one taking pictures of all this stuff.
Right.
We give you hundreds of examples.
Included in the purchase.
Included.
Okay.
So
not additional purchase. I'm being for real.
Yeah, it's all included.
It's all included.
sure.
So if you buy the Guac, then you get the access to all the portfolio pictures.
You get hundreds of, we get renderings. Like, so all the renderings you see online, a lot of the sample captures you see online, a lot of the professionally shot images of Guac in action, these are all paid models, beautiful venues, professional photographers, professional videographers that we hired to capture this, right?
Yes.
And that's one of the things that makes Guac one of the most profitable photo booths you could buy. Yes, the hardware is amazing. Yes, the software is amazing. But your ability to immediately market this to a luxury crowd because of how incredible our marketing materials look is another benefit to this.
It's huge because people don't realize how much a portfolio shoot costs. You're talking models, studio time, time to set it up, time, your photographer. I mean, all that money that you could have spent, you could have on doing your own marketing, you could have just got for free when you bought the Guac.
Definitely. We just did a
You
3-day.
could have been so much further ahead.
Yeah, we did a 3-day content shoot for our photo booths. It cost us almost $50,000 to put that together, right?
Yeah. But you don't realize how expensive models are and how expensive photo shoots are to put together, and there's no reason to do that.
100%.
There's no reason to do that. So
100%.
that's a totally added benefit for having a Guac.
Definitely.
Yeah, I love that.
I know you're a nerd about photo booths. So I want to show you the back of this as
Yeah,
well.
everybody wants to see the back.
Yeah, so let's check
see
this
it.
out. So I'm just going to lift this up a little bit so it's out of our way.
Nice.
I call this the Mary Poppins mode. Just kidding. It's a little weather resistant in this angle, right? Anyway, so you open this up, and before I show you this, you got to remember a lot of photo booths out there. When you open up the back, it is a mess inside.
It's a rat's nest.
Cables on cables on cables. Things are like barely held on together. So again, our philosophy, which I explained in our earlier videos, is you want to make the inside just as clean as the outside.
Yes.
Right. So if you look here,
wow.
Yes, there's still cables here for sure, but I want to. If you want to show a side by side from other companies, this is a much cleaner
very clean
operation. Yes.
Very clean. I know where each wire goes too.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
And we have a lot of the electronics down here as well that are protected. And so this is just a really clean setup. You can see here the Guac brain. This is what connects the camera, the flash, the iPad all together. So it is all speaking to each other.
And when a customer orders their Guac and they receive it, is it all already assembled?
You need to put that camera in here.
Camera.
That's
and the
pretty
iPad.
much it. Yeah.
Because you're supplying your
camera,
iPad.
iPad. Yeah. Sorry,
Wow.
I forgot about the iPad.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all the hardware.
The flash and the umbrella you install every single time.
I
with the
feel
event.
it. There's a knob.
Yeah, there's a little knob.
Yeah, that ships with it as well.
And this is the way to tilt the camera up and down as well.
Nice. And you have the built-in tilt mechanism for taller and shorter people as well.
For sure.
Yeah, most companies are really embarrassed to open the back of their booth. Yeah, I can see you're very proud of it.
Oh, 100%.
You had no qualms about opening it.
Yeah, we did this with the Salsa 2 as well, but you can also attach this head unit to just one pole as well if you want to shorten it.
Yep, for kids or for pet
kids.
events. Very nice.
I just had my daughter's graduation from preschool.
Definitely
the and we lowered it for that. This is really fun. Yeah.
And this can also go tabletop, so we can go directly from the kiosk to the base, correct? It's the same mechanism?
This one cannot. This one you can only go directly to attach it to a pole.
Got it. Okay. So that's a really cool thing. You guys should check out the Salsa 2 video. The Salsa 2 video, totally insane.
Yeah, really cool. So let's now dive into the cases here. Flip around. I'm gonna put this out of Mary Poppins mode really quickly, just because I like.
And so when you buy the Guac, you get the travel case as well. So it's not an additional purchase.
Yes. So
perfect.
Yeah, this is all included. So again, the only thing you need to buy to get up and running is going to be the iPad. So you see the Guac booth, the Chips booth. Something that I actually didn't mention in the last video is you have a QR code here to scan, and this will take you to the assembly videos. So I was talking to a client who was looking to buy 80 of these. I won't say the client's name, but the client was looking to buy 80 of these. So they went to the route of a competitor, a pretty big name competitor, and the competitor didn't even have assembly videos.
Retail store.
So I'm not gonna say the name, but they actually had to film their own assembly videos for their employees and their own support videos. Like for us, I mean, if you look at our support site, support.photoboothsupplyco.com, you will see assembly videos for each one of our photo booths, like go over in depth how to put this together. So if you have attendees, then our goal is to help you guys scale your business. So it's not just you going to the events anymore. I want you to be able to relax on the weekends, watch a movie while your attendants go out and make the money for you. This is the way to scale your business because you don't have to do any of that. We did it all for you already. So scan that. Maybe you can pop up in the video some overview videos here. But Guac booth, Chips booth, open this up, and you have your Guac head here, which we just showed you earlier. You can lift this out. Nice little finger holes here. And then you can see there's the base plate. And lifting that out, you also see the flash and the reflector in there.
Oh, and the umbrella's in there too.
The umbrella's in there and cables.
Nice.
So everything you need to run an event is in these 2 cases. Very straightforward. And
it's huge because there's a lot of people out there who don't have trucks, who don't have SUVs. This easily fits in a passenger vehicle.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
This fit in my trunk on the way here.
What do you drive?
I drive a SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, and here is the chips case, and you can see that the same size, which I actually really enjoy. Pole here comes out, and then cables in here.
Inside, yeah.
Catch tray, which is not there for some reason. Base plate, and you lift this up, and then you have would be your printer in there, and then your platform.
Yeah.
So
and in here, I just want to point out, can you guys see, this is where all the magic happens. If you want to know how to print from an iPad, this is how you do it. Underneath here is the print server. It's hidden. You cannot see it. It is the magic that makes iPad print to a printer. So it's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's only really needed if you're doing wireless printing. If you're doing wire printing, you can actually connect the Guac head directly into the printer and you're good to go. So you don't even need to utilize the chips brain here. With that said, I actually forgot to show you something. In the Guac head, below here is the USB where you plug in the printer. So this is how you hardwire Guac.
Again, you make it so easy.
It makes it so easy. Yeah.
That means I'm just gonna guess, but what was hidden in there that we didn't see is you have an adapter that's connected to the iPad that's charging, and also allowing you to connect a USB port, because an
Correct.
iPad doesn't have a USB port.
Correct. Yeah.
So
that's why the Guac brain is in here, to connect everything, right? So that Guac brain has a satellite USB that goes down to here. That thing connects to the printer here.
Fantastic.
And people always love carrying extra paper and ink, so you can put a roll of paper in here, and you put your entire catch tray in here as well, and transport your printer correctly with the paper and ink outside the printer. Which most people don't do. Sometimes I do it too.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We all get a little tired at the end of the events.
I was like, why does he have a hole there? Is that for the flash? This is actually the size of a paper roll from DMP. A DMP 620 roll fits exactly in there, and then the dye sub, or the ink, the ribbon, actually fits in here. And you can put the cables in here.
Cables actually go underneath this pole here, so in there. Business cards,
extra accessories,
sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people put sandwiches in these things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, look at that. Even has cutouts.
Yeah.
Even has cutouts for the hardware.
So that's the way to attach the shell to that platform if you want
and to keep from losing it.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
fantastic.
So, yeah.
Very well thought out. Dummy proof for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah. Our highest grossing product for sure, Guac and Chips. A lot of people start off with what I call the gateway drug of salsa, right? And then they sort of eventually graduate to getting a guac. A lot of them still offer salsa and guac, or sometimes they evolve the guac altogether and they only offer guac. We're seeing also people now almost going back into salsa. So they have the guac, and now they're offering salsa too because of the roamer capabilities and the vase amount capabilities.
Yeah.
So a lot of really interesting things and combinations people are doing to promote their business in their community.
Yeah, I would say the bonus tip here, right? You guys know Rex's photo booth reviews and tutorial always has a bonus hack, is to have one of each. You want to have the salsa 2 because of the versatility. You have the 4-in-1, and then you want to have the Guac and Chips because it's the premium product with the DSLR and the umbrella and the flash. But the real reason you want to keep both is because you could actually use the salsa 2 as a drop-off, because you probably don't want to leave the guac with the DSLR as a drop-off, but you can do that with the salsa 2, and you probably don't want to use the guac as a permanent install because you never know what can happen. So you got to have one of each.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for stopping by, Rex. I appreciate you taking the time to go over our Guac and Chips, and in the previous videos going over the office and seeing salsa 2. It's really a pleasure to have you here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Make sure to check out the other videos, the behind the scenes tour. It was really good. Got to see a lot of stuff got leaked. If you guys want more information, I'm gonna leave the links in the description below. Until next time, happy boothing, everybody.